I'm going to show you the basics that you need to understand before you learn pattern making. Mm. The key thing is understanding the human anatomy. Let's say you need to pattern make for a shirt, men's shirt. What you need to know about the men's shirt? If this is a business shirt, you need to know the collar, because collar is the most important factor in a business shirt, because it has to sit nice and it has to be comfortable and it has to be measured right. So those are the critical things that you need to understand. Uh, Depending on the garment, how it's going to drape on the body, and the comfort factor, and then the movement factor. So those things, first you got to think of that. It's not just you take the measurements and go and make the pattern without knowing, okay, now I'm making a pattern for this shirt, and you have no idea what other things are involved in this, who's going to wear the shirt, what are they going to do in this shirt. So this is something most of the time you don't hear from pattern making courses or pattern making lessons, because this is the measurement, this is how you measure, this is your pattern. But I do things differently with 25 years of doing this, and what I'm trying to do is to bring you a simpler way, more technical, practical way to do this. So in order to do that, this is my approach, and to make you understand why we are doing what. So let's say I'm talking about a men's business shirt in this lesson. So you gotta measure, of course. Taking measurements, we'll have a different lesson. Probably the next lesson is taking measurements for a business shirt or a shirt. We'll keep it at that. But for this, I'm going to talk about what you need to understand in order to make a shirt. So neck measurement, and I'm talking about the collar. If it's a business shirt, the collar is the key factor, because if they're wearing a tie, and the collar has to sit proper, and then the collar cannot be turning this way, that way. So it's all coming to the balance. So we have certain measurements, the back neck and then the front neck, how the division is taken. And then and also how much ease you need, once you button up, and you still should be able to the wearer should be able to move their neck without just getting too tight. So for that, you got to allow some room for that movement. So it's all the practicality that you got to think of, so that way what you create, your engineering is good, and it's going to reduce back and forth, and it's going to help you to do the things at right first time. So I'm just talking about only the neck, and then we're going to break it down to different areas. I'm going to explain you how those things to be considered and what you need to do. So the collar, you got to think how much ease we need to allow, and how much at the back what you need to create in order for it to drape nicely on the body, and how much the front should be, and how you're going to divide it. Let's say if um, the total neck measurement is, let's say, 10 centimeters, and the back is always in one piece when we design the shirt. So that has to be half of the collar size, and then the front, how much it should be. And then sometimes you got to think, okay, now how is this posture, the person's posture or normal anatomy posture works, and based on that, how much we need to allocate for those measurements. So I'll have a little tutorial that you can download or PDF for you to understand better. And but think about this way: what are the things that you need to know before you go and create that part, and before you go and create that pattern? Understand the practicality, and then the wearer's comfort, and that is the technical pattern making. So hope this has given you a rough idea of how to think differently as a pattern maker or starting pattern maker. And hope you enjoy this lesson. And next lesson, I'm just gonna give you the other information related to the collar, and then the rest of the measurements, and then the fitting. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.